way, my girl, talking about my girl. I've got so much heartache sending me. Got a sweet soul, the birds of the tree. I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. You're my brown-eyed girl. You remember when? Oh, cause la 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 la. La 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 la. Come on, let it come. La 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 la. Lots of fun.
Okay, where did you guys come up with the name Saffire Express?
Okay. I started with the band in 1982. The name was there. It was actually started by another gentleman who was with us for a few years, and he came up with the name Saffire Express.
Because
Do you
it's sapphire like the 70s and it's supposed to be hot, and then it was like express like a train. Don't ask.
Looking out of the road, rushing over my wheel. I don't know how to tell you all the time, baby, it's like this. Now for the friends that I use to turn to the pull me through. Looking into their eyes, I see them running too. Running on, running on empty, running on, running on, running into the sun before I'm running behind.
How did you pick the rest of your band members?
Actually, it ends up, they usually kind of pick us. He was in the band. I knew the guy that had the band that started it, and they needed a guitar player, so I recommended Sam. He got in the band. A couple years later, his wife quit, and I took over as singing, and then a few years after that, the guy who started the band quit, came back, quit again. So over the years, we've kind of like, whenever somebody left, we found somebody somehow that fit the group, and somebody knew somebody, and they joined the group. So it seems like it always worked out.
We didn't really do a lot of active recruiting.
Right.
As the years flew by, we kind of...
Somebody came up
They
somehow.
just came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really, they were actually surprising, usually pretty pleasant ones, especially our last two members, our most recent guys who joined us.
And they've been with us 5 years.
Yeah, and which are our recent guys. But very much of a surprise. We got a phone call from our keyboard player who called and said, "Hey, I hear you're interested in looking to." The guy who played with us for around 20 years.
27.
Oh.
Is that how long Tom was with us?
27 years. Yeah.
So 27-year vet, he had retired, moved to North Carolina, and kind of got a call out of the blue from the guy that's currently playing with us and said, "Hey, you guys looking for a keyboard player?" And he is really very professional.
He's really good.
So we got lucked into him,
Yeah.
and kind of the same. We used two guitars, and kind of the same story with the other guitar players. So yeah, we got lucky with.
And I was kind of like, "Hey, we're looking for." It's like, "Oh, I know a guy that might be interested," and it kind of just happens.
It just falls into place.
We never advertised. The only time we ever actually advertised for people, and had like people come over, it was
Really didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
It was awful. Yeah.
And then our drummer and our bass player, Armani, they've been with us for a long time, and
Yeah.
both are really close personal friends too. So they all are. I mean, we're all. That's kind of the essence of the whole band. It's as much of a friendship as it is a band.
Nice. Okay. And then, did you guys meet because of music or the band?
No,
No, that's a whole other interview.
Or another interview.
that could be your
No.
story.
We knew each other. Yeah, it's a long story, but actually, because of the band, I got him into the band because
Mm-hmm.
I knew the guy that started it. So, but that's kind of our night out, is the playing with the bands on the weekend.
All I want is to see you smile. If it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true. I'll never man only harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, 'cause it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than you thought. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, 'cause it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
And then, do you guys have a formal music like education background?
I took music. Well, I took voice lessons for a year or so. I did a lot of stuff in high school, just chorus, ensemble, things like that. But as far as like a college degree in music, no. But several of our keyboard player does.
No, everybody's got a little bit of.
Yeah, everybody's got as far
with
as
the
like
exception of me.
No, self-taught.
I'm what they call a hack.
No.
I've been playing guitar since I was about 7 years old,
Okay.
and with really no formal background, but just it's really about who it is that has been part of the group that I've learned the most from that from. So some of our guys, specifically their keyboard players, got a huge musical background,
Yes.
and then the other guys got variations of it as well. So, but it's pretty much about who you're with, and I've learned a ton from the guys I've played with throughout the years.
So you mentioned that you started playing when you were 7. When did you start singing?
Oh God, since
Just-
probably I could talk, and my sister kept telling me to shut up.
Just something that you always have
Always
done.
did, always did. I would actually write songs and sing them when I was like 10 years old. Yeah, I'd love to thrill him with my renditions of my 10-year-old versions. So that was nice.
Great.
Bring back the
Yeah, but
memories.
always.
Yeah, we don't do them live, but we do listen.
Yeah,
You should do them live.
they were good. I thought they were pretty good.
And then how often do you guys practice? Like every week or so?
Usually every week.
Yeah, basically, we kind of Thursday night's band practice night.
Mm-hmm.
Except if we're playing a lot, which we seem to be throughout the summertime, then we tend to not practice as much. But we've got different things that are specific to some of the events that we're doing, and in which case we get together pretty often for as long as we've been together.
Feels like you guys are with each other. You guys have been performing a lot recently.
Oh my God, this year is really crazy. I mean, normally we try to keep it to maybe a couple times a month, and not go crazy. But this summertime's usually the festivals and the concerts. It's like 5 or 6 times a month. So yeah, we got kind of a crazy summer lined up. That's why the pool's still closed.
You smile, you smile. Oh, and then the sun's cast. Now here we are in heaven.
What are your guys' fondest memories of the band?
You
want me to
first?
do that? Okay. Well, there's always like certain jobs that kind of stick out in your mind, and you're probably going to say this too. Probably the most memorable wedding we ever played was as a wedding up in Piqua. Was it not Piqua? It was Fort Laramie, Ohio. And they found us through the website that we work out of, and they came out to hear us, and so we went up there. Didn't really know them before then. This couple was just adorable. Their families were adorable. We went out to the hall, like the whole town literally came out and decorated the hall for the wedding. They put all the stuff together, they were all involved, and it was just a really, really neat night. I think that's probably one of the best weddings we've ever played. That was probably
Well,
the best
because
memory.
there's a lot of really there were
Great families,
there were
great
many
kids.
people involved in getting prepared for the wedding as was
Right.
in the at the wedding
Okay.
reception. We went up the night before just to kind of set band equipment up and stuff, and these people were just all about it. So yeah, that was a good night.
That was a really that was probably one of the best nights we.
And at the time we just quit working with the 3-piece horn section. We used to work as a 9-piece band,
Okay.
like a 3-piece horn section, and
Yeah.
we'd gotten away from that for about a year or so. But the bride, for whatever reason, had mentioned how much she enjoyed not so much our horn section, just horn
horns,
stuff
yeah.
per se.
Yeah.
So we
Surprised
reconnected with
her.
our horn guys, and we brought those up with us.
Yeah, she had no idea they were
Oh.
going to be there. So when she walked in, and it's like she was just kind of freaking out. So that was
Oh,
pretty.
that's
That was pretty
awesome.
cool. That was really really
That was
cool.
neat. It was a lot of fun. It was
And they were just a really neat. Their families. Her dad was just a sweetheart. I mean, they were just fantastic to work with. They were really cool.
That's one in the past, I don't know, 30-some years.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, all of them are different, special, and fun to do. But that one, for the way that it was like being in Mayberry. I mean, the whole town was like, put everything together. It was decorated beautifully. They just did a really nice job. So that was fun.
Do you guys rather like perform at like festivals or like private weddings, or just kind of?
I think it's enjoyable to perform for people that are enjoying whatever we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Festivals or private events, it's all, they all have their pluses. So I don't know that I've got really specific things. Sometimes the private things are a little more specific,
Mm-hmm.
and you're dealing with like a wedding couple or a anniversary couple, or
She got my little barrel ready for a wedding on the 20th.
No.
so you kind of get to know your audience a little bit, but the festivals are fun too. As long as
Well, because of the kids. The cool thing about where the little kids are allowed to come, because they go crazy. They like want your autograph and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
So the answer to your question is we enjoy doing all of it as long as you're having fun while we're doing it.
Yeah. All right. And then who are your guys' most musical like influences?
Oh, my favorite, Cher. Cher, Etta James, Heart, I love, even though we don't do a Heart song, which is funny, but I do love Heart, but we do everything. I mean, we do, country, we don't do rap, sorry. No hip hop, but country, pop, R&B,
Rock and roll, classic rock, any time of anything that would be contemporary music that would not necessarily be rap, but I don't know, you throw a few rap lines in that,
Bruno
all about the
Mars, we do
bass,
a little Bruno, all
Bruno
about the
Mars.
bass. Yeah, I mean, we all like all different things. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
The neat
it's
thing
fun.
about the guys we're playing with now is everybody's got different musical influences. So we just cover every style of music that you can almost imagine. We do a little bit of everything from hot chart stuff to 40s and 50s. So we'll catch everything. So if you get bored with something you're doing, keep listening because we'll play something.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our interview.
We have any twisters out there?
Yeah,
Come
come
on.
in.
I want to see you guys come down and twist. You gonna twist?
Yes, we will.
All right.
Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. And if you only cut loose, it's not the Sunday shoot. Please, shake it for me. Whoa, my Lord. Come on, let's go. Loose your blues. Everybody come for the blues. Oh, come for the blues. Oh, come for the blues. Oh, come for the blues. You got to turn it around and get your feet off the ground. Now take a hold of your soul. To your shake, 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 shake.